Have you ever thought about what would happen to your pet if something happened to you? A lot of people assume that their estate plan covers everything that matters. Their spouse, their kids, maybe even their favorite charity. But what about your pet? For many people, their pet is a family member. But here's the thing, the law doesn't see it that way. Legally, pets are property, just like your car or your furniture. That means they don't automatically go to a loving home unless you make a plan ahead of time. If you don't include your pet in your estate plan, their future is uncertain. Maybe you assume a family member or friend will take them in, but have you actually talked to them about it? Even if someone has the best intentions, life gets in the way. Moving, allergies, financial struggles, it's not guaranteed that somebody will step up. So let's talk about how you can protect your pet's future and make sure that they end up in the right hands. The simplest way to make sure your pet is taken care of is to name a caregiver in your will, someone that you trust to take them in. But here's the key, you don't just want to leave them the pet, you also want to leave them a financial gift to help with their care. Vet visits, food, grooming, boarding, it all adds up. If you want to make sure your pet's new owner is in a position to provide a good home, a little financial support can make a huge difference. And you can even structure it so that the person only gets the money if they agree to take in your pet. That way, no one feels pressured into caring for an animal that they're not really financially ready for. Beyond that, think about this. Even if you found the perfect person to take in your pet, how will they know what your pet's needs are? That's why I always recommend leaving behind a non-binding care instruction. Basically, a guide to help your new caregiver keep your pets happy and comfortable. You can include things like your pet's vet information and their medical history, their feeding schedule and favorite treats, their favorite spots for walks or places that they love to play, any quirks or habits. Do they get nervous around strangers, hate thunderstorms, love car rides? These are all things that you can tell your trusted person to make sure that your pet gets the best care possible. These details might seem small, but they can make a huge difference in helping your pet adjust to their new home. Now, if you want to take things a step further, you might consider something called a pet trust. This is a legally enforceable way to set aside money specifically for your pet's care. This can be especially useful if you have long-living pets, like a bird or a tortoise or even a horse, since they might need care for decades beyond your lifetime. At the end of the day, the most important thing is this. Don't leave your pet's future to chance. Even if you think someone will take them in, put it in writing. Make sure that they're willing to take them in, and set them up for success by leaving enough resources to give your pet the life that they deserve, with clear instructions to make sure that things go smoothly. This is one of those things that's easy to overlook, but just as important as planning for any other family member. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more insights on estate planning and real estate law. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments or reach out. I'd love to help. See you in the next video.